everyone, we're back for another workout of the day. Today is an AMRAP, as many rounds as possible for 20 minutes. It's going to be 10 weighted sit-ups, 10 box jumps, 10 alternating dumbbell snatches, and 10 deadlifts. So we're gonna go over all those movements and the modifications, and then you can get started. Okay, so the first movement is going to be weighted sit-ups. So we'll just go over the sit-up regularly first. So you want to come all the way down, all the way up. Essentially, we're going to touch our toes. Now, if you're not ready for a weighted sit-up, that's okay. You can just do a regular sit-up. If you can't reach those toes, try to get to those knees. Or if you're going to do a crunch, again, you want to come to about mid-shin and try to get there, or your heels. I don't want you to put your hands behind your head just because you're going to put unnecessary strain on that neck by pushing forward with your hands. So with the weighted sit-up, I suggest that you put something under your feet to hold your feet down. You can use a dumbbell, you can use a plate. I'm going to use a dumbbell to show you. You're going to just place the dumbbell on your chest. It should be held there, and you're going to come down, all the way up. Try to get those elbows to the knees. And you're going to use the weight. You want to make sure that the weight is rested on your chest here, your shoulders, just because that's where you're going to get the most effect of the weight to really engage that core. So that is the weighted sit-up. Again, you could do weighted sit-ups, regular sit-ups, or crunches, or just knee touches. All right, so the next movement is going to be box jumps. So if you have a box, that's awesome. You want to set up close to the box, and you're going to want to start with both feet flat on the ground, and you're going to want to jump and land in a quarter squat. We don't want you to land in a full squat. That puts a lot of pressure on those hips and knees, and it's not what we're looking for in this movement. So we want to jump into a quarter squat, stand all the way up, and we can either jump off the box or we can step off the box. Take note of where your feet land on the box. It should be a whole foot on the box. There should be nothing hanging off the box. This is going to create a more stable platform for you to land on. So again, when you jump, both feet flat, all the way on the box, stand all the way up, and either jump down or step down. So modifications for this, you can either have a lower box, you can stack plates to where you feel comfortable jumping on, or you can just do jumping squats. Jumping squats, you're gonna set up nice squat movement. You're gonna come down, your knees are gonna come outward, not forward, and you're just gonna jump and land in that squat. Now, if all those movements are a little bit hard right now, just do regular air squats. And again, we want to keep that chest up, that core engaged, those knees out, and come all the way down. We want to come down to at least parallel. This is parallel, this is below parallel, better, but at least parallel. But our feet should always be flat on the ground, never on those toes. So if you're having a hard time with your mobility, where you can't get down too far because you start rolling on those toes, one, make sure your knees are coming out. That's going to keep your feet flat on the ground, because if you come forward, your body automatically kind of rolls onto those toes. So point your toes out slightly, keep those feet flat, knees out. That will help you come down flat-footed. But you just might have some mobility issues. So that's just working on stretching and movement. So the next movement is going to be a dumbbell snatch. So we're gonna grab our dumbbell, place it in front of us. We're gonna use, this is using your legs. So It's an explosive movement with your legs to drive the weight upward. So what I mean is you're gonna squat down, you're gonna really push up with those legs, and that's gonna automatically drive the weight up. And how we wanna come up, we wanna come with our elbow out. So we're not pulling it in, we're pulling it up and out, and then we're gonna punch up at the top. So again, you're gonna drive with those legs, and as you're driving with the legs, the dumbbell is gonna automatically pop up with that elbow out, and you're just gonna finish with a nice, strong pull push up. When you get up to the top, your your biceps should be by your ear. This is gonna create a nice straight line to hold the weight upward. And then you're gonna bring the weight back down and switch hands. So it's going to look something like this. My chest is up, my legs are bent, I drive up, and I'm gonna push up at the top, come back down, switch hands, and drive up. Now if you notice, when I catch it, I'm catching it sort of in a quarter squat. If I come down with my body, it helps the distance from the ground to overhead, which helps you lift more weight. So what can we do instead of the dumbbell snatch? We can do plate to overheads. So grab a plate, you're gonna just touch ground, keep that chest up, knees are gonna be bent, and as you come up, you're gonna twist the plate and push up overhead. So come down, or if you want a little bit harder, you can do clean and jerks essentially with the dumbbell. So you're gonna come and clean it up onto your shoulder, and then you're gonna push up overhead. So again, come down, chest up, drive with those legs to your shoulder, and then overhead. Deadlifts. So with the deadlift, we are going to set up the bar. We want the bar in nice and close. The whole time, the bar should be touching our legs as we're coming up. So you're gonna come down, your butt is always over your knee, never below, never parallel. You want always your butt above your knee. Your chest is gonna be up, and you're gonna drive upward with your chest as you're coming. So try not to keep that chest over the bar. It should be coming straight up like something is pulling you up from the ceiling. So your feet are going to be about hip width, maybe a little bit further depending on you. You're gonna grab the barbell. You can grab it two ways, overhand or reverse grip. If it's heavier, I suggest a reverse grip. It just locks the bar into place a little bit better. So you're gonna set up, come down slightly, and chest up, and you're gonna drive up with that chest as you're bringing the barbell up. You're gonna keep those shoulders back and squeezing tight. So let's do sort of an angle here. So again, barbell tight and close, my chest up, squeezing those shoulders back and coming all the way up. So that is with the barbell. So if you don't have a barbell, don't panic. You can use a kettlebell or a dumbbell, and this would also be a modification. So again, save movement, everything engaged, squeeze shoulders back, chest up, and we're gonna just come down, touch the ground. And we do the same thing with the dumbbell as well. So that is the workout for the day. Again, it's 20 minutes, as many rounds as possible.